Welcome back everybody to Forza Horizon 6, and today we're taking a look at the 2022 Lamborghini Huracán EVO Spyder. So the Huracán received a mid-cycle update in 2019, with it now being called the Huracán EVO. EVO obviously standing for that evolution, so it's an evolution of the standard car. And alongside the coupe, this Spyder was also announced, and this vehicle was produced between 2019 and 2024. So this received the same improvements as the coupe. It's got more power, it's got better handling, it's got rear wheel steering and such, but due to the fact that it's lost the roof to be a Spyder, it does unfortunately weigh 513 pounds more due to chassis strengthening and the roof mechanism itself. So as a result, it weighs 3,935 pounds, which is obviously a substantial amount, but at the end of the day, like I said, this does share the same engine and power as the standard coupe, and that is hardly a small amount. Unfortunately, you can't see the engine in this version of the Evo. We can in the coupe version, so if you want to see what it looks like, then look at the coupe version itself. But like I said, share the same engine, so it's still a 5.2 litre naturally aspirated V10 engine, producing 630 horsepower and 442 pounds-feet of torque. And all that power is put through an all-wheel drive system and a 7-speed dual-clutch gearbox. So, at the end of the day, that is not a small amount of power. And yes, the increase in weight is, obviously going to negatively impact the acceleration somewhat, but not by the greatest of amounts, quite frankly. And at the end of the day, you do get the trade-off of a fantastic-looking car, easily one of my favourite-looking Lamborghinis out there. And Lamborghini have had a bit of a history in terms of making their convertibles look absolutely spectacular. Just look at the Gallardo version of the Spyder of the version of the Gallardo, or the Murcielago, and they've always knocked it out of the park. And this is no different. So the roof looks like the rear end looks slightly different to accommodate the roof mechanism and to make it look better when the roof is down. This is how it looks with the roof up. Looks decent enough, doesn't look quite as ungainly as the Gallardo ever looked with its roof up as far as I'm concerned, but yeah, definitely looks better with the roof down, like a lot of convertibles do. Still got a decent amount of space up front though, if you need to use any cargo space or have any cargo to use while driving this car around. But yeah, nonetheless, let's get out onto the open road. Well, I say open road, obviously a track, the Huracán circuit, and see just what this car can do. So welcome to the Huracán circuit, and as per usual, we'll hear what the car sounds like, and then we'll talk about it some more. So yeah, this still has that unmistakable V10 noise from, Lamborghini of old. And yeah, compared to the latest Lamborghini that we've looked at, it sounds absolutely glorious. But even in its own right, it sounds absolutely amazing. These V10s from Lamborghini always did, and this is no exception. And but obviously with this having the same power but an increase in weight, it is inevitably slower to 60 and to 100 over the coupe. So 0 to 60 is dealt with in 3.242 seconds with this car, whereas the coupe is in 3.045. So not a massive increase, but an increase regardless. And this can do 0 to 100 in 6.637 seconds, whereas the coupe can do it in 6.239 seconds. They basically got the same top speed, but yeah, obviously the acceleration there has suffered slightly due to the additional amount of weight. But I don't care about that, because when it comes to a car like this, you know it's going to have extra weight to it, therefore it is going to be slightly compromised. But I feel like a Spyder version of a coupe always changes the personality of a car, and therefore your outlook on the car and the way that you drive it also changes with that. And as a result, I don't care that it's slower, I don't care that it's got extra weight. All I care about is the fact that it still handles brilliantly, even with that additional weight. Still sounds amazing as well, and you can still have plenty of fun with it as a result. So yeah, it's just a fun car. I feel like coupe versions of these vehicles you take a little bit more seriously, because you expect them to be more performance orientated and such, whereas the Spyder version, like as I said, you know it's going to be compromised, so therefore you just have fun with it instead. You don't take it seriously, you just have a laugh with it. And yeah, that's why I'm really glad this car has finally made its way into the Forza Horizon series. So this did debut in the last Forza Motorsport game, which didn't make much sense, because obviously, like I said, this does have more weight and therefore is slower than the coupe version. But it does make more sense here, because you can pull the roof down, you can enjoy the car as a Spyder, and therefore you do get the benefit of that convertible change. So yeah, overall a fantastic car, one of my favourite Lamborghinis, especially in terms of the ones that have had the roof lopped off. And yeah, well worth trying out. So you can get this in the current festival playlist for only I think it's 20 points, and it's well worth getting, because it is a fantastic car in its own right. And I'm sure if you upgrade it somewhat, you can make it just as lightweight as the coupe, but then still enjoy the fact that it is a Spyder. So yeah, get out there and try it if you haven't already. But nonetheless, thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.